Hello, everybody. Welcome to Trans Vegan. I'm your hostess, Tarabelle, and today we're going to be discussing ethics and some of the ethics that I am slowly learning and building in my heart and mind. Um, and some of the dilemmas that I have. So, the ethics that I'm building in my heart and mind are the ethics that, you know, to try to help the world best I can while I'm trying to help my body um, best it can. And part of that, oh, a huge part of that is buying things that don't harm animals, do not have any animal byproducts in it, and was ethically made, which is kind of hard lately because I'm learning a lot of the stuff that I've been buying and stuff are not really ethically made. Um, I have some meat in the freezer. I just started um, being vegan on as of January 1st of 2021, as I stated in probably all my previous videos. In a little bit of the ethics, first, let me give you the definition of ethics. Ethics is moral principles that govern a person's behavior or conducting of an activity, or moral correctiveness of specified conduct. So, I'm going to be honest with you. I had um, wrong morals that were implemented in my mind. It was taught to me growing up and stuff like that, is to learn to emotionally distance myself from knowing, you know, um, cows and pigs and stuff like that. Sure, I went on farms and stuff like that, and I got to pet them, and I went to petting zoos and stuff like that. But when it came to food and everything, like I learned to emotionally, like, pretty much use the idea that they're bred for food, that they're made for food, that they're grown for food. Never really clicked in my head that these animals have emotions. These animals have feelings. They have their own wills. They're their own people in their own right. Um, we now as a society know like at least some of us, we're trying to educate everybody, but doing the best we can without looking too pompous or something like that. Personally, I hate pompous pricks. Well, I only do this because of that, and I only do this because of that, and fuck you for your thoughts. I don't really care for that. People are right and wrong in their own rights. So why do I have these moral dilemmas at the moment? Because my personal morals have changed. I have been lightning. I have seen the light. Oh, lordy, lordy. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully, I did not offend anybody. That was not meant as anything against anybody's religious or beliefs in that aspect. Believe me, that's a whole other bucket can of worms I don't want to open ever. Uh, Everybody seems to have a clue. Nobody gets it right. And I've been following that kind of thing a good portion of my life. And that used to be the crutch that I used for everything that I do, everything in life. Oh, I accidentally left something on the ground, and you know, I used to shrug it off as a kid, be like, somebody will eventually clean it up. What if nobody did? What if that thing that I left on the ground is still rotting, or that bottle I may or may not have left in the woods still there on the ground? I haven't gotten taught the proper way to respect anything growing up. I had to learn all that on my own. So, am I morally obligated to feel guilty of what I've done in the past that I didn't have the morals for, that I didn't have the ethics for? Can I forgive myself? That's another part of the healing thing. Will the world forgive me? Will afterlife or something, is that weighing on a scale of my existence? You know, and how much of that can I pan off on nobody taught me the proper way or something like that? Those ethical dilemmas. My current ones are the products that I have in my house. You know, learning about palm oil made me feel guilty hugely, in fact, because palm oil is in some countries and some companies from other countries, and I'm not even sure yet on if the US, you know, practices any of this or something. But palm oil, you know, there's deforestation from it. There's unethical treatment of the people that go and grab it. They're using children for labor to make things, to make products. You know, we buy some products that are, you know, some parts are made overseas, um, or some products are actually made in the US that are made unethically. Um, so, what do I do with that? I have probably 15 pounds of meat in my freezer for months now that I ethically am fighting myself. Like, do I give it to a neighbor that, because my neighbors where I live in, um, currently live in a housing place that goes by income, and a lot of them can't even afford to take a gas once a month to go out and get some stuff that's needed for them. You know, do I give it to them? And my heart says yes, because it would be doing an ethical, positive thing by giving food. But my mind is fighting with my heart because, you know, the animal deserves a proper burial, as do any of us, um, and proper shown proper respect because of all the torture and all the and how they were born and stuff like that. We deserve to give, um, to beg for forgiveness. You know, that's what my mind's telling me. We should beg for forgiveness for all the animals that we've killed, all the living souls that we've taken for granted just because, you know, everybody wanted food. Well, their meats and stuff like that. And we were all brought up to believe that vegetables are not even a source of protein. You know, animals is protein, and we need protein to bulk up and stuff like that. Nowadays, we're getting properly educated. We can go get some wheat protein. We can get some soy proteins and stuff like that, all derivative from plants. So, you know, knocks that whole argument out the window. So, I mean, why? Uh, I can go into a huge argument on how, you know, meat wasn't really available to the poor unless, you know, they hunted their own meat and bought it. Like, and the whole moral dilemma is, can you actually kill an animal looking in in its eyes and eat it? Like, can you raise an animal and eat it? And I don't even know why we're calling them animals. They're creatures. They're beings like you and me. I mean, I personally couldn't do it. So there's that ethical dilemma. Do I say that, oh, all right, that animal was already killed, so my plate is clean, my slate is clean, the moral dilemma is gone? No, it's not. You just supported that person to kill another one. And it's all difficult. This is a difficult decision to even post up this video because I know it's going to probably start an uproar once people get a hold of any of my videos. At least I'll get the views, right? I don't even know how to monetize my stuff so I could have a second source of income. But these are the things that I want to post up in my videos is my journey. I want to be able to 1 year later reflect on how far I've come, how much education I've learned. And I want to share it with you. Pretty much all these are for. So, my personal dilemma. I have 2 more cans of this that's been sitting in my cabinet for months. I really like this stuff. It's really good. Do I eat it? Do I forget about the implications that, I may have paid for deforestation in some small way? Or may have paid a company to make them richer for having a 6-year-old struggling in the dire heat or whatever conditions that they put the children in, just to make the oil that goes into something that's healthy for me. What do I do about that? Do I wear the makeup that I had already purchased? Do I spritz on, the perfume I have a half a bottle of? So, do I still wear the clothes that I got out of a thrift store? That, company is known for having child labor, or maybe somebody used real fur and mixed it in or something like that. These are the new dilemmas. I don't know how many, if you have any dilemmas that you fight with, or if you have any tips for anything that I've talked about in my video. If you do, please put them down in the comment section below. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate comments and stuff like that, and I really hope I don't. But, can't help it. You're going to do something on YouTube, you're going to get hate and love comments. You just have to filter through it, right? That's another ethical dilemma, too. Do I respond to somebody that's putting something? Do I argue back and forth? Try to stand my ground? Or do I just feel like, they're just venting? No. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs down. Either way, just be honest and be like, hey, my ethical, my moral obligations say I should give you a thumbs up and I should tell you that you did a good job, or maybe a thumbs down because, well, you took too long on a video trying to explain what the hell you're talking about. Or maybe just not watch this video in full and I won't get monetized either way if I try. But maybe I should become an ethicals professor. Anyways, this has been the Trans Vegan, and reminding you to love yourselves, love each other, love the world. The world needs it. The world needs you. So if you're feeling down, talk to a friend, do whatever you can. Get yourself feeling good. Till the next video.